Starting here momentarily. Okay, I need to get everyone checked in. Looks like we have Wes Menzel from zoning department here. Afternoon, Wes. Good. How are you?
Good.
All right, and Alex Shumack. If you could unmute for me, if you can hear me. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, hi.
All right. Hi. Alex, could you confirm your name is spelled correctly on the screen and tell me who you're representing here today?
My name is Alex Shumach. It is spelled correctly. I am on behalf of Metropolitan Sewer District of Greater Cincinnati.
Okay, great. And are you expecting anyone else to join us here today?
No.
On the applicant side? Okay, great. Let's go ahead and get started. I need to read through our hearing script. This is going to cover the procedure for the hearing. And then we will go ahead and get started. So this is the July 26, 2023 session of the zoning hearing examiner docket. My name is David Sturkey. The case before us today is case number ZH20230108. Purpose of this hearing is to allow applicants and any potential opposing parties to testify and to offer and refute evidence and testimony. This hearing will follow the rules found in the zoning code and the supplemental rules of the zoning hearing examiner. All testimony and evidence that an applicant or any opposing party wishes to offer must be presented at this hearing. The hearing will proceed as follows. The applicant, the applicant's attorney, or the applicant's agent will first present the applicant's case. The public will then have an opportunity to speak after the applicant had presented its case. There's no one here from the public, so we'll skip over that part. I'll allow Wes Menzel from the zoning department to provide any testimony in addition to his staff report. In the event that any party testifies or offers argument in opposition to this application, the applicant will have an opportunity to rebut that testimony and or argument offered in opposition. And then finally, the applicant will have an opportunity to make any closing statements. So for our purposes here today, Mr. Shumach, I will let you tell me about the application, why you think it's appropriate, any background you think is important for me to know. I'll go to Wes, allow Wes to weigh in. I'll have some questions along the way. I'll allow you to make any closing statements. After all presentations have been made, I will close the hearing. Decisions may be expected within 2 weeks. I may limit or exclude any testimony that I deem irrelevant outside the scope of the application being considered. I may interrupt any speaker to ask questions or to make any comments. In the event of any technical difficulties with the Zoom technology, I'll do my best to troubleshoot those on the fly, but to the extent there's some defect that prevents us from meaningfully going forward with this hearing, I may continue or postpone the hearing at my discretion. Okay. So I now need to swear in all of our witnesses. So if you intend on providing any testimony here today, the zoning code requires that I swear you in. So if that's you, if you could raise your right hand, I need everyone to answer out loud. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you shall give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, Mr. Shumat, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name.
No, that's fine. You're doing good, actually.
Okay, great. The floor is yours if you're ready.
Sure. So the sewer department is trying to build additional maintenance bay and an office space, which is going to be in addition to the existing maintenance facility. This is campus for our wastewater collection division. They maintain all of the sewers throughout the areas that we serve, which includes all over Hamilton County, parts of Butler County, and maybe I think some Warren County. So we do service a lot of sewers from that facility, and we need to expand the facility to accommodate the need that is there. So we need to service vehicles more than what we can due to the facility limitations, and we need a place for our administrative staff.
Gotcha. So the actual project then will include the addition of, let's see, is it more actual physical buildings or other infrastructure?
Yes, it's physical buildings.
Okay, gotcha. All right. All right. And do you know how long MSD has existed on the property?
Well, I'm not prepared for that question. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I just got the project not too long ago. But I mean, they've been there for a minute. I don't recall ever hearing there was another wastewater collection headquarters anywhere in the region. So I think they must have been there for a while.
Okay. And what is the surrounding development in the area? Or do you know that?
I believe it's residential for the most part.
Okay. Let's see. Do you believe that there'll be any adverse impacts on the surrounding area at all?
I don't think people will even know the difference. I mean, we'll
No. What? Yeah.
it's going to get bigger. It's still active. I mean, it's an operational site, so there's not going to be any difference to how the site operates. We can just do more with footprint that
Gotcha.
we already have.
Okay. And is this? I'm looking at the site plan now. Is this mostly the portion of the property that's to the northwest, I guess you could say, of the main building? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Will it be visible from the street or any neighboring properties?
So it has a fence around it, but I do think it will be visible from the street.
Okay. All right. Anything else you'd like to tell me about the project?
Not really. I mean, it's needed. It's been in the making for a while. I get almost weekly requests from deputy director that oversees wastewater collection, like what's going on with the project. So the need and desire to get it built is existent. I do believe this project will enhance performance of the sewer department. So it's a much needed project.
Okay. All right. Unless there's anything else you wanted to add now, I'm going to give Wes an opportunity to weigh in here.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Wes.
Good afternoon. Just maybe I'll clarify a couple things you were asking, Alex. Based on the cages aerial, I think that the site has been part of MSD's facilities since the 1970s, so it's been there for a while. They actually did receive a conditional use approval in 2005 for an expansion at that time. So I wrote that case number on page 1, just FYI.
Was it the same or a different one?
A different project, but expansion. Okay. Same concept as far as expanding their site or their buildings.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
I don't look at. I don't have the other materials with me, but I just found that report, that project, when I was doing my research.
Yeah, I just thought maybe it was like an expired, that this had been approved before.
Oh, no. I think it's a different, like they expanded another building or something back then.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then I actually, well, on page 3, I with the topography and the way the roads are set up, I'm not sure if the expansion of this building will be visible, except maybe in the winter. The people driving on Galbraith Road looking south might see like the roof line expanded, but I don't know if the Reagan Highway on the south and the topography of this site is kind of a hill sloping upwards. I think that there won't be very much visibility of the site as far as any adverse impacts. But overall, we concluded that it was a compatible and a reasonable request, similar to what was concluded in 2005. So
yeah. Okay.
Thanks.
Great. Thanks, Wes. Appreciate your testimony and your staff report. Mr. Schmuck, is there anything else you'd like to say in closing or otherwise before we wrap this up?
No, but I do appreciate your time and
Sure. Sure. So I agree with the Wes's staff report and the testimony I've heard here today. I think based on that and the application materials, I will approve this. I need to formalize that approval in a written decision. I mentioned at the beginning that takes about 2 weeks. I think that's a reasonable estimate, just based on the current queue of reviews that I have right now. So what I'll do is, as soon as I finish that decision, I put it into a PDF. I email it to both you and to Wes, and as soon as you all have that written decision, Wes can approve the permitting, and you guys can take the next steps.
Great. Thank you very much.
No problem. If you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to reach out to me, or if you just want a status update on the decision, feel free to reach out.
Thank
But
you.
it is approved. Okay.
Could I,
Wes?
David, can I say
Yeah.
something real quick? Yeah,
Sure.
Alex, if you want to go ahead and submit for your building permits and such, then you can start the review process as far as building code, but zoning can wait until David writes up his opinion.
Okay,
But you could submit for your building permit at this time if you want to.
great. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
That'll save you a little time.
Great.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. We are adjourned.